Jazz.
Squeeze.
Jazz.
Good morning, Cleveland.
Wait a minute, stop. I don't want to. Wait a minute, stop. I don't want to do that. I don't want to start the show like this. It's all wrong. It's just doesn't feel right. Doesn't feel right.
Okay, Kevin, kick it.
And now, the time killer king, Chad Stanley.
Enough of that chicanery, buffoonery, and good times. It's time to get buffoonery. Our next guest is a pretty serious guy. He's a great guy. He's a visionary. He's a videographer, a filmmaker. The one and the only Rob videographer, Banks. Yeah, Rob, good to have you here. Yes, you may. You may. That is a little prop there, a little like a rainbow slinky that we got here.
It's plastic.
It's plastic. It's not as good as the metal one.
I remember the metal ones.
Yeah, the metal ones rule. That was a little freebie from a hospital. I don't want to mention the hospital. I don't want any kind of trademark hassles here tonight.
Put this the other way here.
Yeah, but you know, it's a cool slinky. Anyway, enough about that. Let's talk about you.
Glad to be here, by the way.
Robert Banks,
I'm
filmmaker extraordinaire.
I'm new to this whole thing. Which one of these guys is Paul Schaefer?
They all are. They all are. Robert, I'd like to cut to the chase right now. Basically, you're flush. You're flush with excitement over your recent award.
Like in the bathroom? There's no light in the bathroom.
That's right. You got a recent award, a pretty big award.
Yeah.
What do they call it? They call it an Oscar? Is that what it is? That's what I was told it was called.
It was a plaque, but it's like the equivalent to an Oscar.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a local Oscar, and it's cool.
It's not my first thing.
It was it was a documentary. You Can't Get a Piece of Mind. That spotlighted the one and only Soupy T, ladies and gentlemen. And it was a great documentary. You did it, and you were recently honored by what is now the Ohio Independent Film Festival, correct?
You got it right.
Now,
I still can't get some Flicks Fest.
I get all screwed up about that because I love like indie films, and then I call it like it was the Off Hollywood Flick Fest, and then it became now it's the Ohio Independent Film Festival, and I find myself calling it the Ohio Independent Flick Fest, which would have been a nice touch. What's the deal with all of that corporate stuff? Not to put you on the spot, but
well, no, I mean you got to remember we're in Cleveland, and Cleveland not being the film town that it is, it had to have something of a little push, because the Flicks Fest, for what it was like a cool thing to have, you know, as far as getting a bunch of people together that struggle to do films, like me and a lot of other good guys in town. I can't mention any names, but
local guys, big guys.
Mainly local guys, but the big guys sort of call on guys, girls,
yeah,
you know,
right.
A lot of cool talent and everything. And it evolved from this little get together of us just running our films for like whoever wants to show up and drop a few bucks, you know.
All right, cool.
To what it turned out to be now. Now it's this big deal. Now it's more like a regional type thing now.
Okay.
So
where do you let's go back a few years. I mean, where do you start with the video bug? I don't want to call you. I'm sorry. I slipped. I screwed up. It was a gap.
Thing. I mean, you see me videotape too many
because I watch too much television. That's my problem.
Well,
so I think
too.
video. Even when I'm watching a film, I think video. I don't know why. But
Well,
I apologize for calling you a videographer.
You're
but I
getting
mean,
lazy is what it is. No, it's like when you go to the movies, you're seeing a film, you're not seeing a video.
Totally, yeah.
And I'm not promoting this, but this is a videotape. My film's on this tape, by the way. Can you see that?
Can we get a close-up of that?
New York Underground. My film is on this tape here. Best of the New York Underground. And my film, X the Baby Cinema, is listed right there. See, I've never done this before. This is cool. But anyway, this is a videotape, and I didn't bring any. This is just by
They
accident.
know that, Rob. They can tell. We have a very smart audience here.
But I shoot on film. I don't shoot on videotape.
Okay, you shoot on film.
When I tape concerts, I shoot on tape because I can't afford film.
How long you been doing it, man?
Taping concerts or doing films?
Yeah.
Doing films or taping?
Yeah.
Which one? Doing films.
Doing films.
Be specific.
How long?
Since my dad got me into working with film at age 6.
Wow.
As far as shooting film, maybe about same, between 8 years old. I started playing with the camera. Before that, I was playing with the projector,
Okay.
cutting and splicing, playing with sound, all that stuff.
All right, so
No, a
when
lot
did
of it is just,
So from infancy,
hands-on.
basically, you kind of figured out you like the medium. This is what you want to do.
Yeah,
Okay.
basically, yeah. I mean, it's a good source for expressing outside the realm of just regular drawing or what.
Got any like home movies from like?
I was
from-
just asked about that, and
Yeah.
I have a lot of home movies from back in the late '70s that I did on my own, and then of course it evolved from doing more straight, serious stuff and experimental type stuff, animation and pixelation, just weird, goofy stuff. And then I
Cool.
got really serious. I tried working with acting and everything, and I'm not really an actor's director, but
How's that? What constitutes an actor's director?
well, coming up with a good screenplay, finding someone to getting them to sort of become this character, developing that character, making them believable and everything, and that's one of the things I'm not really.
Getting inside the actor's head.
Basically, yeah.
We have a couple actors here in the band.
Yeah, I know.
It's very difficult to get in their heads.
Are they acting right now, though?
They're acting. They're constantly acting. But we digress. Anyway, Rob, I mean, to use like a musical analogy, everybody knows somebody either in their family or some friends, that strum guitar, been fiddling around, with like one odd instrument or another. Now, and then as time goes on, they get better and they form a band. They go out and they play out, and then their career kind of morphs in one direction or another. Now, what did you do exactly? Did you kind of self-teach yourself along the way? Did you go to any like quote-unquote official sit-down film instruction school?
I guess you could say, for back in the day, a lot of it was just playing with the equipment. I was playing with it, and in playing, I was learning and everything. And
Yeah.
and once I got focused with what I wanted to do with it, I got more focused, and I started learning more. And everything I was doing pretty much I was soaking it all in. I took a course in high school, it was a college level course, 'cause I went to Cleveland School of the Arts. I had a little film course there, and that really got me more direct into what I wanted to do. And then when I saw the other possibilities that I had, well, I just started expanding upon that. And a lot of what I do is really artsy, fine art, experimental type stuff now, or social commentary type stuff. And as far as conventional, the closest thing that I've mastered would be documentaries. But working with doing the narrative stuff with the actors and everything, that's
Right.
the stuff that people take for granted as a movie, and that's the thing that I've yet to really pull
So
off.
what? Yeah, but you need a screenplay. So
Writing,
you kind of have to wear a lot of different hats, or have a lot of credit cards.
Well, when you work, and I've maxed mine out, by the way.
Yeah.
As far as screenwriting and everything, that's another thing that I haven't really mastered. I'm working on it, though. I mean, I have a couple of treatments and stories.
Okay.
But as far as writing out narration, dialogue and all that stuff, and like I said, developing a character and all that.
Basically, doing a film, because I've seen some of your shorts.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
what would you call them? What would you call my shorts from what you've seen?
Black and white type of, the stuff I saw was like black and white film noir type of stuff. I saw the bit that
artsy.
you did at the steps of the Cleveland Museum of Art.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Where'd you see that at?
I saw that at the Off Hollywood Flick Fest,
Well, now
as it
it's-
was known way back when.
Now it's the Ohio Independent Film Festival.
That is right.
Yeah.
You are correct, sir.
I can't
now,
get that right.
doing film, okay, you are the man. You've got the camera.
Well, I wouldn't say
you
I'm
are
the
kind
man.
of directing everybody around. Is making a film a great way to meet chicks?
You're asking the wrong guy. No, to be honest, I've yet to score any girl from filmmaking, and that's
Really?
the gospel truth.
And I've seen some of the girls in your films.
Yeah,
They ain't too bad.
I work with various female talent, models, actresses, very attractive. But no, that's strictly guys like me. We're considered too creative and too, I don't know, how should I say it, reserved for racy women like that, you know.
Creativity can be a liability.
I mean, Uma Thurman maybe eventually down the line, maybe.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, but I'm not going to go out of my way. But
Okay, we're going to take a little break right now. We're going to be right back with Rob Banks, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm not good at this at all.
Life is just a bowl of cherries. Don't take it serious and make it delirious. You work, you slave, and then you worry.
Squeeze.
He wouldn't say nothing. I think you're gonna win it. Skeletons in
This stuff.
I think you're gonna win it. You should know, I think you're going to. Skeletons in his closet. I said, I think you're gonna win it. He wouldn't say nothing. Skeletons in his closet. He wouldn't say nothing. I said, I think you're gonna win it. He wouldn't say nothing.
We're all talking. How much of what we're saying is it really important?
So fantastic, words can't begin to describe it.
Hello again. We're back again with Rob Banks here at the Literary Cafe Talk Show. Rob is playing with a multicolored plastic slinky, exhibiting a fine attention to detail and color composition, as all great filmmakers do.
No, if you're interested, I would take something like this and put this in a film. Literally.
That is cool. Have your people call my people. We'll work something out.
But no, a lot of what I do is from taking things like
I like
that.
what you do, kid. You got a lot of potential. Your film's going places. This Soupy T kid, he's dynamite. I love him.
Well, Soupy doesn't talk to me no more, so I wouldn't know about that.
Soupy T. Well, I mean, I don't want to digress into Soupy T. I'll wait till he gets his ass down here and we'll interview him.
You should,
We're here to
actually.
talk to you.
You got 3 hours to hold
We're
for
here to
Soupy T?
talk to you. We've already covered about whether filmmakers can bag chicks, and unfortunately, it's a tough road to hoe.
Any takers out there? Any takers out there?
But then, like, when you're on a talk show, it's a totally different thing.
Well, I know, because we're talking. We're not talking nonsense.
Yeah.
We're talking
All right.
serious business.
Commercial. Now, let me ask you something, okay? Because all along, Rob, you've been doing your own thing. You're doing your own original work, and you've gotten some feedback on it. I mean, we touched on this before. You just got the Oscar for OIFF for You Can't Get a Piece of Mind. You got other awards, too.
Yeah.
Don't mind Kevin with the wows. He's a madman.
Yeah, I won't take
He's
it
a
personal. He
madman
likes
over there.
digging up his nose, playing with the.
Just let him go.
soundboard.
Let the boy be.
No, actually, the film that's on this tape here.
Yeah.
What do I do with that tape? This tape.
Hey, give me the tip.
Extra Baby Cinema. That film actually has won 2 awards. There you go. That's won 2 awards from the Black Mariah Film Festival and from the National Black Programming Consortium.
Wow.
And the other film I made, my first direct idiot box, that's won an award from the Black Mariah Festival also. So
Okay.
this film, the Soupy T film, You Can't Get a Piece of Mind, that's like my 4th or 5th award, I guess.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
It seems to be the one that a lot of people heard about just because it's like a local pop culture hero.
Well, yeah, not only that, but it's just everything that Soupy signifies and represents, and, and that just
right.
really attracted me. So then the film really reflects a lot of that, and my own style, as far as me, that's all in the film. Yeah, I did bring a video.
Oh, nice job there.
Hey, you like that, Mr. Soundman?
Yeah. Best of the New York Underground Film and Video Festival. Right now, for those of you at home, as well as for those of you here at the bar, we're going to run an excerpt from this video so we could see an example of what Robert Banks is all about.
Should I describe it?
You want to? Go ahead. You want to set up this clip? I love to say that.
This is the first film actually that I've done that's actually gotten national attention. It's actually gone somewhere. It's won me 2 awards. It's Extra Baby Cinema, and it showed at the New York Underground Film Festival back in '94, March of '94, and it got a really good response. And the guys up there were so much into the film they wanted to add it to the video compilation. And this is the first compilation. There's like another one that's after this for every other festival. So, you know,
Cool.
they're really supportive, and it's festivals like that that we need more of that will support real independent filmmakers. You know.
Can I say it?
Yeah, let's see it. Let's run it. Yeah.
Roll 'em. Robert, they dig the video. They
I hope it wasn't too militant for everybody, but yeah, it's
not for this crowd. Not for this crowd. They loved it.
I mean, we weren't slamming Whitey or nothing like that, but you know, I wasn't slamming Spike Lee.
I know
either,
him.
but-
Whitey, I mean.
Whitey? Oh.
Yeah.
I know him too, actually.
Okay,
Know him too,
Rob.
so.
We talked about this on the phone and without naming names.
Naming
the whole, without naming names.
Without naming
the whole
names.
scenario. Not to keep getting back on the whole music analogy thing, but there's a lot of musicians out there that are doing jingles and basically like commercial kind of stuff just to get by, make money, but you know, they've got their band. Like Joe Milan over here with the Sponge Eye Cabaret Band. He would quit his job with the county in a heartbeat if this band was on the road. I know that for a fact.
I believe it too.
Now for what you're doing, have you ever entertained, you know, that whole commercial bag? Because that's a bag of snakes.
Should I start off first with what's my day job, or?
Well, if you want to.
Okay. Well, no, my day job, I have a variety of different jobs. I clean floors at the Bank One Center. I also work as a figure model. You know, I pose nude. No, really, I do. It's really. Laugh track. But
if you need a band, this band is good.
But no, aside from that, everything. I mean, I work all these jobs to put money in my pocket to get the films made, as well as pay the bills and pay the car notes.
Okay, so you're not messing around.
No, I mean, it's like I could compromise and try to sort of work with the big boys, and there's like certain organizations and establishments in town that would love to sort of put their hand in and sort of help out, but yet they're gonna have to take something out, and I'm not really into giving up so much control. You know, I mean,
right.
If I could have money without, you know, any interference, you know, just like donations or whatever, fine. You know, it's like a couple of grand here or there, but
so
it's not going to happen in Cleveland.
So where does the money? Okay, you know, leave Cleveland out of it.
Okay.
How do you finance working on stuff right now?
Yeah, I got 2 shorts I'm finishing.
So you're working
right
on stuff like now. How do you get to a level to get some money behind it so it gets wide distribution?
Real
How
money.
is that done in film?
You got to play a lot of games. You got to play the game of possibly giving up your rights, I guess you could say. Not giving them up, but sort of giving exclusive rights to one source where they'll have control over it and they'll put it out. But, you know, more than likely you're going to get whatever they're going to get what they want out of it first, and whatever's left over you get, which is fine. I mean, you want to get distribution, you want to get your stuff out there and shown. But it's like a catch-22 because you're not going to make any money off of it. It's not about making money.
Right.
You got to get your stuff out there.
So you want to be in a bargaining position.
Sort of. But then again, once you're marketable enough where your work's gonna bring in a big return, and you have something left over in your pocket. That's like down the line. So, but first you got to show what you're worth, though. You have to be worth something. And I do experimental films, and I also do these unusual documentaries. And as of now, nothing that I have done so far has been considered marketable. The CPT film, believe it or not, hasn't gone anywhere. I mean, it's been in 3 film festivals, and that's it. It's been rejected by every other major festival: Sundance, South by Southwest, Ann Arbor.
So, what are you working on right now?
Actually, I'm working on 3 shorts. Bernie, I don't know if people know who Bernie from Bernie and the Invisibles is. He's an old school punk
Bernie
rocker.
fans?
Any Bernie fans?
Quite a fixture in the Kent music scene in the mid '80s.
Yeah.
Little background bio.
Well, he did
for
some
you
gigs
folks.
with the Pagans back in. He's like a late '70s punk rocker guy. But I'm doing a little short piece on him. But because of financial restraints, I gotta shoot this one on videotape. Just which really sucks.
So I was right.
I don't want to though. But it's not gonna be like any other video.
That's okay. Your secret's safe with us.
Well, you'll know. Video killed the radio star.
Yeah.
And I got 2 other shorts that I'm doing. One is an experimental film I'm working on for 1.5 years or so, and a lot of females, models, and very attractive young women are in it. And it's a gender type thing. It's called Goldfish and Sunflowers.
Cool.
That'll be out by the fall. And another short that I collaborated with my good friend Dexter Davis, and we collaborated on several films many years ago, and it's called Boneface. And we're going to finish that. That's going to be premiering at the William Buster Gallery September 5th.
That was my next question.
Yeah.
I mean, where can people see your stuff? I know there's an Ohio Independent Film Festival slated for Cleveland Public Theater sometime, what, November?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Yeah.
So be looking for that?
That's gonna be getting bigger. You're gonna be seeing a lot more things happening with the Ohio Independent, and they're like a good source for seeing really obscure films that aren't gonna get in any of the festivals. So by all means, it's going on this weekend, as a matter of fact. So
as we speak right now.
It's coming up, and another one's coming up in November. Go out and support it. The Cleveland Cinematheque is a great source for seeing stuff. Please support that. The Cedar Lee, well, if you want to support the more mainstream stuff, the more token independent stuff, go there also. But those films are already established, they're set, they're making money.
By all means, support Rob Banks.
I'm Joe,
ladies and gentlemen.
I'm Joe Blow Up the Street.
Robert Banks! Thanks for coming to the show, man. Thanks for having me. We're going to be right back with more here at the Literary Cafe Talk Show.
Cable access 53 is
giant neon penises.
Please get off the television kick. I mean, television's a wonderful tool. It's a wonderful instrument, but God, it's been so abused throughout the years. Please stop watching TV. Stop watching TV. Read. It's better for you. It opens up so many things that you can never have in a visual sense.
God knows I'm good. God knows I'm good. Surely God will look the other way.
So fantastic, words can't begin to describe it.
This is don't believe a word that sheep says.
Right now, we've come to our favorite part of the show, the Andy Update. Take it away, Andy.
Hi, come on down to ultra hip trendy Tremont, where you can see people like me. I'm your boogeyman. Yes, that's what I am. I'm your boogeyman. Yes, that's what I am.
All right, thanks, Andy. That was great.
Right. Hello, Literary Cafe Talk Show. Can I help you? In the last 2 weeks of May and the first 2 weeks of June, we will be drinking and smoking and talking to people.
To an end. And we've reached the end of yet another Literary Cafe Talk Show. I'd like to thank a local artist, Bill Shadubsky, for this painting. Can we get a close-up of it? Very groovy.
Squeeze.
I'd also like to thank all of our guests that have made this show a rousing success. And I'd like to thank you, the viewers at home, for watching us on Channel 53. If you like the show, pick up the phone and give Cleveland Cablevision a call and tell them, hey, I love that Literary Talk Show. It's great. Well, that's all for now. You have yourself a great night. Bye-bye.
Nice job, says Keith Brown of Progressive Urban Real Estate.
9-4.